Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Kalina and I'm a PR expert. I'm going to tackle a little the topic about autonomy because I'm talking about personal image and personal branding, and the best way to create a personal image and personal branding that aligns with your true personality and with your authentic self is to have that sense of autonomy. So you are autonomous. We often forget that we are separate beings with our own thoughts, with our own opinions, and with our own perception of the world. And as great that it is that you have compassion and you have empathy and you're ready to care about other people and their feelings and their experiences, as you should, because you're not the only person on earth, right? You want to be a part of a community and you want to be part of a circle of people and you want to have connections and relationships that are working well, that are healthy, right? But at the same time, you cannot allow other people to shape who you are up to the point that you lose yourself. So in this video, I would like to encourage you or anyone who's listening and who needs to hear that kind of a message to start thinking about your own experience of life and to start trusting yourself more. Start trusting yourself and your own judgment. And of course, you need to allow, let's say, critique, opinions, etc. But be very cautious who those opinions are coming from, where this is coming from. Because let's say you start to do something, you start doing something, you want to create something, you're going to have equal amount of opinions about why you should do it and why you shouldn't do it. Because people are just going to give their opinions, and sometimes they wouldn't even be with bad intentions. But they're going to just slow you down because they're going to give you opinions and opinions and opinions, and none of them is relevant to you because none of those opinions is yours. You need to follow your own judgment. So this is why I'm saying that we often forgot that we are actually autonomous beings. And let's say you are involved with some creative work. For example, I'm a writer. I actually write books, criminal novels. Very often I get opinions about how to improve my books, and it is by people that I specifically ask. So they give me their opinions, of course, their feedback, but often I get opinions from people that are not just suggesting things. They're not just giving me critique, but they would literally say, oh, let me tell you what to write. You cannot tell me what to write in my book. I'm the author. I decide what to write in my book. You can give me suggestions, but after all, if you think that something should be written or given out as a message, why don't you write it? Why don't you put it out as a message and put your name on it, right? Because you cannot actually tell me what to do or what to write in my own books, right? Or let's say, oh, you cannot say this way. You cannot write this. You cannot write that. Why? Why? There's free speech and I'm the writer of that book and I'm putting my own name on it. You cannot tell me, like people in general cannot tell me what I should and shouldn't write or what I can and cannot write. Now, if there is another writer that is with more experience, or if there is somebody that has read a lot of books, of course I'm going to ask them about their opinions and their suggestions, because when I hear from them, I'm going to have an idea how I can improve my books, improve my writing, improve my style, right? Or improve my stories, make them a little more compelling or a little more interesting. Of course I can do that, but I'm not going to take orders. I'm not going to take orders like, yeah, you can write this, but you cannot write that, and you write this, this, and that. That's not how it works. So be very careful of somebody trying to steal, in a sense, your autonomy. Because people will do that, and they're not even people with bad intentions. They just think that they know better about what you should or shouldn't do. But you're the person who is living your life. You're the person who is putting the name as an author on your books. You're the person who is painting your paintings, who is making your videos, who is saying things that you want to say, who is giving messages to the world from your own perspective and from your own name. So nobody can speak on your behalf, right? I mean, some people can in certain specific situations, but in general, that is not something that people should take as far as a lot of people do. And not even by bad intentions, just because they don't know any better. Okay, so watch out very much for people who are trying to order you, in a sense, what you should or shouldn't do. Especially if those people don't even know you and don't know what you want to achieve. I remember several years ago there was somebody that I went out with a friend, and she brought somebody with us as a group of three. And this guy, he was some kind of a fitness instructor or something like that. And I'm working out. I like working out. I have my own things that I do. And without even knowing me, we just met, right? We had just met at this point. He asked me, oh, what do you do for workout? And I'm telling him I do half an hour every morning on my cross trainer, or I do XYZ, I go to the gym and I do this, this and that, and I'm also lifting dumbbells. And he's like, what's the weight of the dumbbells? And I tell him the weight of my dumbbells, and he says, you should lift more. You should lift more. You should lift heavier weight. And I'm like, why? That's the way that I want to live. That's the way that I feel okay with. And I don't want to have like huge muscles. At this time I didn't want to. And he's like, oh, but don't worry, you're not going to have as big of a muscle as a man. Yeah, I know. I know, because of course men's and women's bodies are different. And of course the fitness is different, but how do you know what should I lift without knowing me and without knowing the results that I want to achieve, right? Because you're saying something that is obvious and that I know. Even if I'm not a professional, I know that, but that still doesn't give you the right to tell me what I should or shouldn't lift. Of course, now if I go and I hire a fitness trainer and I specifically ask them what should I lift, then I will listen to them because I have hired them. But also this particular trainer, they will have information about what I want to achieve, about my past maybe a little bit in terms of fitness, and about what I'm comfortable with, about how busy I am, because I'm not a professional athlete. I cannot afford to just work out all day long, right? So there should be exercises that are aligned with my lifestyle, because I do a lot of other things. I write, I do those videos, I do other stuff, right? And it's not only the workout, but also most of the day I'm sitting and I need some movement. So I will need some good workout, right? If I'm going to use like a fitness trainer, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to explain to them what is my lifestyle and what I want to achieve. But somebody just out of nowhere starts suggesting, and not even just suggesting, but like ordering me, oh, you should lift heavier weights. Well, why? Why? Do I live to prove myself to somebody? I don't understand. And how do you know what I should or shouldn't do when I haven't hired you as my own gym trainer and you don't know the results that I want to achieve? Now, let me say that when I started lifting, I was lifting not so heavy weights, and then I increased the weight because I got used to doing regularly the lifting, and then when my body could handle doing the lifting regularly, then I started like lifting heavier weights, right? And that's when I felt comfortable with that. But of course this person couldn't have known this. And I have, again, I'm going to keep that topic with the workout, because I'm a person who's not professional in this, but I also try to work out regularly so that I can keep my shape, right? So I remember when I started on my cross trainer, I started with the lowest program, because there's like programs like first level, second level, third level, etc. I started with the first level, and I started in the very beginning doing 15 minutes a day, because my goal was to create a habit, because I wanted to do it every morning. And I'm thinking, if I try to do more of it or on a higher level, I'm going to just quit. Because at first my goal was to create that habit. And I remember then I mentioned to a friend of mine, and she said, "Oh, you're not gonna do anything with that 15 minutes. You should do more time, or on a higher level." Well, yeah, I will eventually, but the very first week or so, my goal was to create that habit, to teach my body that from now on we're getting up in the morning and we're doing 15 minutes or some time on the cross trainer, right? Now I'm on a program 4 or 5, depending on how comfortable I feel and if I'm in shape or not. I'm either doing 4 or 5 level, and I'm doing 30 minutes every morning, and I'm going to increase it at some time, right? But because that person doesn't know what I do, what I'm doing, what I want to achieve, that first I want to work with my nervous system or subconscious or with my organism, like on a habit level, to create that habit for myself, and then naturally go higher and higher and higher as time and as level. This person makes that suggestion that, they don't even know what I want to achieve. They don't even know my strategy. They didn't ask for my strategy. And that particular friend, she wasn't even a professional in the fitness sphere. She was just a friend, just stating her opinion. So this is why I'm saying that it's good to listen to opinions, but it's also good to evaluate where those opinions are coming from, if they're coming from the right place, and if that person truly has your best interest in heart. That's first. And even if they do they know what they're talking about? Are they aware what you want to achieve and what is your situation that they give advices about, right? But you should always be autonomous. Even if you decide to listen to somebody's advice or opinion, it's still your decision, and you're an autonomous human being, autonomous entity, and that's how you will also go about your own image, or you should. So this is for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. I'm going to leave a link to my website below in the description. You can subscribe for this channel, and also you can like and share this video. Thank you very much and have a great day.